Green day on Tuesday for Jaguar Health Incorporated stock after gaining 2%, updated on February 9, 2021 buy or hold candidate. Since 2020 12 to 16 gained 627.71%. The Jaguar Health Incorporated stock price gained 2.00% on the last trading day, Tuesday, 9 February 2021, rising from $3 to $3.06. And has now gained 3 days in a row. It will be exciting to see whether it manages to continue gaining or take a minor break for the next few days. During the day the stock fluctuated 8.87% from a day low at $2.93 to a day high of $3.19. The price has fallen in 5 of the last 10 days and is down by -6.13% for this period. Volume fell on the last day by -8 million shares, and in total, 17 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $51.62 million. You should take into consideration that falling volume on higher prices causes divergence and may be an early warning about possible changes over the next couple of days. The stock lies in the middle of a very wide and strong rising trend in the short term, and a further rise within the trend is signaled. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to rise 278.26% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between $9.21 and $20.26 at the end of this 3-month period. Signals and forecast here are mixed signals in the stock today. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Friday, January 8, 2021, and so far it has fallen -23.50%. Further fall is indicated until a new bottom pivot has been found. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence (MACD). The Jaguar Health Incorporated stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at $2.85 and $2.38. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. Volume fell during the last trading day despite gaining prices. This causes a divergence between volume and price, and it may be an early warning. The stock should be watched closely. Support, risk and stop loss. Jaguar Health Incorporated finds support from accumulated volume at $2.92. And this level may hold a buying opportunity, as an upwards reaction can be expected when the support is being tested. This stock may move much during a day, volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is considered to be high risk. During the last day, the stock moved 26 cents between high and low, or 8.87%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 7.84%. OUR recommended stop loss: $2.94, -3.89%. This stock has high daily movements, and this gives high risk. There is a sell signal from a pivot top found 21 days ago. Is Jaguar Health Incorporated stock A by several short-term signals, along with a general good trend, are positive, and we conclude that the current level may hold a buying opportunity, as there is a fair chance for Jaguar Health Incorporated stock to perform well in the short term. Current score: 4.426. Predicted opening price for Jaguar Health Incorporated of Wednesday, February 10, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price, February 10, 2021. Current price $3.06. JAGX is overvalued compared to its price of $3.06 per share, has below average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation: Rec Hold Rec reflects the cumulative effect of all the VectorVest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks, rising in price. Value at current price: $3.06. Current value: $0.18. JAGX has a current value of 18 cents per share, compared to a price of $3.06 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential: relative value RV very POORRV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. JAGX has an RV of 0.35, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value, because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety RS poors is an indicator of risk. JAGX has an RS of 0.76, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing, relative timing RT vary GOODRT analyzes a stock's price trend. JAGX has a relative timing of 1.32, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing VST FAIRVST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. JAGX has a VST rating of 0.95, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety and timing. Stop price. $1.96 stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. JAGX has a stop of $1.96 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. CI, Comfort Index FIREC is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. JAGX has a PSI of 1.03, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. PSI is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. JAGX has a forecasted earnings growth rate of 20.00%, which VectorVest considers to be very good. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. JAGX has a forecasted EPS of -40 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE, price to earnings ratio. PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. JAGX has a PE of -7.65. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 70.10. A, earnings yield. A reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. JAGX has an A of -13.07%. This is below the current average of 1.43% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to PE ratio. JAGX has a GPE rating of -2.61. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in div. JAGX does not pay a dividend. DY, dividend yield, DI reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. JAGX does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DI equals 100x, div price. It is useful to compare DI with A. If DI is not significantly lower than A, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. JAGX does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and A levels that are much higher than DI. DG, dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle, yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. JAGX does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DI, DS and DG into a single value and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. JAGX does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety, and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. AVVOL. AVVOL is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by Vectorvest. JAGX has an AVVOL of 74,395,703 shares traded per day. Percent vol reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the AVVOL. Percent vol equals volume, AVVOL 100. JAGX had a percent vol of -77.33% on Tuesday, February 9, 2021. PRC. JAGX price changed 2.00% from the prior day's closing price. Sales. JAGX has annual sales of 8 million. Sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. JAGX has a sales growth of 185.00% per year. This is excellent. Sales per share, SPS. JAGX has annual sales of 9 cents per share. Price to sales ratio, PS. JAGX has a PS of 32.74. Shares. JAGX has 89 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization. JAGX has a market capitalization of $272 million. Business sector. JAGX has been assigned to the drug business sector. Vectorvest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group. JAGX has been assigned to the drug, biomedical genetic, industry group. Vectorvest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Market momentum. Extreme greed. S&P 500 is 9.83% above its 125-day average. This is further above the average than has been typical during the last 2 years, and rapid increases like this often indicate extreme greed. Last changed February 3 from a greed rating updated February 9 at 5:02 p.m. Stock price strength. Greed number of stocks hitting 52-week highs exceeds the number hitting lows and is at the upper end of its range, indicating greed. Last changed February 2 from an extreme greed rating updated February 9 at 4:01 p.m. Stock price Brith Greed McClellan Volume Summation Index measures advancing and declining volume on the New York Stock Exchange. During the last month, approximately 16.26% more of each day's volume has traded in advancing issues than in declining issues, pushing this indicator towards the upper end of its range for the last 2 years. Last changed February 4 from a neutral rating updated February 9 at 4:06 p.m. Put and call options greed SmartText not available. Last changed Jan 14 from an extreme greed rating updated Jan 14 at 7 p.m. Junk bond demand. Greed investors in low-quality junk bonds are accepting 2.14 percentage points in additional yield over safer investment-grade corporate bonds. This spread is down from recent levels and indicates that investors are pursuing higher risk strategies. Last changed February 4 from a neutral rating updated February 8 at 7 p.m. Market volatility. Neutral TCBOE volatility index (VIX) is at 21.63. This is a neutral reading and indicates that market risks appear low. Last changed February 1 from an extreme fear rating updated February 8 at 7 p.m. Safe haven demand. Fear stocks have outperformed bonds by 3.01 percentage points during the last 20 trading days. However, this is close to the weakest performance for stocks relative to bonds in the past 2 years and indicates investors are starting to flee risky stocks for the safety of bonds. Last